Hello, thanks for joining us for another edition of PACTV Community News.
This week you'll meet Plymouth Pilgrims baseball team.
A league like this, come out and support. You'll see some big league stars of tomorrow.
And visit some talented actors from Pembroke High School.
It's kind of a mixture of Harry Potter and the show Twilight with a couple of other references from Alice in Wonderland and Lord of the Rings tied in there.
PACTV Community News takes you inside a healing and wellness center in Kingston.
It's a comfortable and safe environment for people to come and share when they're at their darkest hours.
And we present an update on the Powder Point Bridge in Duxbury.
The bridge is open. We are on schedule for all the repairs, and hopefully by the end of the summer we will be in good shape.
As part of our Culture and Lifestyle series, we explore Duxbury Society of St. Margaret's Convent.
My first encounter with the community reassured me that being a sister didn't mean that you weren't a real person living in the real world.
That and more on this week's edition of PACTV Community News. Duxbury's historic Powder Point Bridge was closed for several months this year. Repairs to the eroded wooden supports have been ongoing, and the bridge has reopened for the 2013 summer season. PACTV Community News caught up with the town's Director of Public Works for an update.
Well, the first round of emergency repairs were completed on the bridge, and we finally got the inspection from the state last week to open up the bridge. 12 critical piles were repaired and inspected, and the state gave us the go-ahead to open it up to the 4-ton weight limit. Around June 2nd, we hope to start the second round of scheduled repairs. This will take about 60 days. The work will be done from workboats and barges. 160 piles will be carbon fiber wrapped, and then probably in the fall, around October, November, we'll be doing the third round, which will be a series of L brackets and plating underneath the frame of the decking. That will greatly improve the structure of the bridge and also boost the load rating up even higher than the 8 tons it's going to get boosted up to after we do this next round. The bridge is open. We are on schedule for all the repairs, and hopefully by the end of the summer we will be in good shape.
Pembroke High School held its annual Thespian Troupe Spring Festival of Plays last month. This event featured an evening of one-act plays performed by the high school's freshmen, sophomore, and juniors. Each play was directed by 2 graduating Pembroke High School seniors. PACTV Community News attended to see their entertaining productions.
Presenting for the first and only time, how to succeed in high school without really trying.
Our show it's kind of like a few people take over like an 8th grade event at school, and they explain how to survive through high school without really trying, and we go through each of the classes and give tips on each class and how to make your way through high school.
Of the barbarism and the inhumanity. Bone-crushing sporting events are deteriorating our bodies and our souls. Just look what happens to Teresa Johnson's finger.
Hurts a little.
Well, my show is how to succeed in high school without really trying, and you got like 4 main roles, and they're like narrators, and they lead you through classes describing ways to succeed in high school without really trying. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Pretty awesome.
Or to remember the 4 DNA components of guanine, adenine, thymine, and cytosine.
Just
It's a cool event because I think for me it's always been really cool in bringing the seniors in with the younger grades. When I was a freshman, it was really cool for me to be able to connect with some seniors who were my directors who I didn't really have as much of a chance to interact with earlier in the year. It made me be able to be friends with those seniors. It also you are separated by grade during your rehearsals, but everybody talks about it, everybody knows, and then you got the competition, and you got inductions at the end, and everybody does that all together. So we are all still together.
They were right here in my bag, just to the left of my bottled water, and directly in front of my algebra book, and diagonally separated from my diary, which I carry around with me everywhere. Oh, loss, oh, sorrow, oh, cow dung!
Now, Jane, I know you're upset, but there's no need for such foul, abusive language.
Well, tonight we're doing our spring festival shows and induction ceremony. So that includes each class being directed by a pair of 2 seniors, and then we induct our new people, which is great, and we give out awards according to how other people have done throughout the years.
No, the Emerald City, the Ruby Slippers, the Bubble Lady, the Wicked Witch.
Counselor, do you think we should hit Owen with a cookie sheet again?
Probably.
Or I could just punch him really, really hard.
Okay.
I'm sorry, man, but this is gonna hurt me a lot more than it's gonna hurt you. But just then, help arrived.
We're doing a show that's it's kind of a mixture of Harry Potter and the show Twilight with a couple of other references from Alice in Wonderland and Lord of the Rings tied in there. It's called Harry's Hotter at Twilight, and it just kind of makes fun of everything.
I think I'm gonna be sick!
What?
We just ate my father figure!
I get it. Somebody killed Headmaster Lappin and stewed him. Now we're eating him, which is why his hat's on the ground. Oh.
Let's focus instead on how we're all alone without any friends to help us. We need to do something touching, but emotionally manipulative after we finish vomiting.
The Plymouth Pilgrims, a new addition to the New England Collegiate Baseball League, is preparing for their much-anticipated opening game at Forges Field on Friday, June 7th. PACTV Community News stopped by one of their training sessions to see the Plymouth Pilgrims in action.
I am Greg Zaxton, head coach of the Plymouth Pilgrims this summer, and I'm hoping you really want to come out and support the Pilgrims this summer on opening night, Friday, June 7th. First pitch is at 6:30. A league like this, come out and support. You'll see some big league stars of tomorrow. You'll see some top-end college baseball players playing and competing, really trying to put themselves in a position to qualify for a professional draft and really make this their job one day. This summer is the last time they'll have the opportunity to do it for fun. They want to make this type of experience their job in the future. So come on out, support them. They need the support. They're just college kids now. They're not rich and famous yet.
Hi, I'm Dan Freitas. I'm back at Plymouth, Massachusetts, and we are excited to begin our Plymouth Pilgrim season this Thursday with our first home game Friday. And just joining the team, it's great to meet the guys. We're from all over the U.S., and we're just excited for the season to begin. Coming to one of our Plymouth Pilgrim games is definitely different from where you would go to see a Red Sox game. It's very close to home. It doesn't cost much to come to a game. It's going to be the same high-intensity baseball. It's going to be a fun event for families and friends.
Come see some top-end college quality baseball players and come on out and support the local community in the Plymouth area.
You can learn more about the Plymouth Pilgrims and view their upcoming season schedule at their website, necbl.com. All home games are played at Plymouth Forges Field on Friday nights, so come on down and check out a game. Hope Floats Healing and Wellness Center in Kingston is a bereavement and educational center whose mission is to help people cope with loss, support their healing, and nurture their physical and emotional wellness. You can learn more about them from their website, hopefloatswellness.com. PACTV Community News visited Hope Floats at their serene and pleasing location in Kingston, and we met with the center's founder to find out more about their offerings.
Hi, I'm Denise Brack. I'm the co-founder and director here at Hope Floats Healing and Wellness Center. The center is a nonprofit educational and bereavement center. Our main focus is to provide support services free of charge to the community. My husband and I created Hope Floats in memory of our son, Michael, who passed away 10 years ago. And it is our goal to provide a place for people to come to when they're dealing with different life struggles. We offer a variety of support groups here, anything from loss of a child support groups to partnered spouse and survivors of suicide loss. We also partner with Cranberry Hospice. That's been an incredible collaboration, and they do a lot of their groups. We do many of our groups here together. So that's been a wonderful partnership. We offer periodically support retreats here. They're day-long retreats. For example, I just did a retreat for mothers who have lost children. And those retreats are self-care days where people come and spend the whole day. They're very small and intimate. In addition to that, we often have guest speakers that come, and people come to see them by donation. We also have certified counselors here that people can see. We have several people who deal just with grief work, and we have some general counselors and a nutritionist that are here at Hope Floats. Most of our support groups are done in our main house here at Hope Floats. It's a beautiful old house that we restored, and it's a comfortable and safe environment for people to come and share when they're at their darkest hours. At Hope Floats, we also wanted to help people with their whole, beyond the emotional piece, to help them with their mind, body, and spirit connection. So we created our wellness barn that we built on the property, where we offer a variety of workshops, classes, and body treatments. So the workshops are anything from traditional to the alternative, and we do that because we wanted people to have a choice. So I often say we're like having a buffet where you can choose the different things that work for you. So for the classes at Hope Floats, we offer yoga and Tai Chi and Nia dance here. All of these things are open to the public. And then we offer private sessions, body treatments, so you can get something like acupuncture, Reiki, reflexology, or massage. So all of those things are open to the public. And when you're taking a class here at Hope Floats, you're actually supporting the foundation because a portion of the proceeds go back to the Hope Floats Foundation. We are truly blessed to be able to do this work and provide these services to the community. And we want to thank the town of Kingston, who has been so supportive, and our wonderful neighbors here on Elm Street. If you want to learn more about us, visit us at hopefloatswellness.com.
For many years, Duxbury has been the summer home of the Society of St. Margaret's, an Episcopal religious order of women. The society has now moved year-round to Duxbury and continues to reach out to the community at large through a balanced life of active work and contemplative prayer. Their website explains more about them. PACTV Community News was graciously welcomed into their day to learn more.
The Sisters of St. Margaret were founded in East Grinstead, England in 1855 by the Reverend Dr. John Mason Neale. He was an Anglican priest, and his vision for the sisterhood was that they would be a nursing order. We came to Boston in 1873 at the request of Children's Hospital in Boston to run their School of Nursing, which we ran until 1917. The sisters acquired the property here in Duxbury in 1904. It was used primarily as a summer retreat center. The sisters ran a girls' camp here for many years, but it was just in the summer. They built this brand new residence here on the grounds of the convent in Duxbury, and the sisters moved in October of 2012. So the sisters are here year-round now.
There are 21 sisters in the Society of St. Margaret, ranging in age from the mid-30s to the mid-90s. And we are scattered about. There are sisters in Haiti, in New York City, in Dorchester, and of course here, which is the mother house. There are 10 of us here.
Being a postulant is one of 3 steps that you take until you are what we call a life professed sister, where you've made a life vow, just like you might have made to your husband, where you say forever. And so you first are a postulant, then you're a novice, then you're a sister who's professed for a period of time, usually 3 years, and then eventually again you make a life vow. I think it was a number of years before I came to community that I felt like God was calling me to do something more. I had a great job, I had a lot of friends, I had my own apartment, but it just felt like something was missing. When I finally met the sisters, it seemed like it all clicked. And I'll never forget, they came to pick me up at the airport for my first visit. And I was struck by, they were just real people. I mean, they were driving a cute little RAV4, and they were just real. And I think my first encounter with the community reassured me that being a sister didn't mean that you weren't a real person living in the real world, or that you had to be perfect, but it was that you were committed to the community, to God, to the service of God, and to the service of the church. So for me, it was that missing puzzle piece that community filled in. So our day actually begins pretty early. We have our first service at 6 o'clock. So usually around 4:45, 5 o'clock, the house is stirring and the first cups of coffee get made. And then at 6 o'clock we gather in the chapel for morning prayer. And then we have about an hour between morning prayer and Mass, which is a very special time for us. And that's a time when the house is still quiet and we actually have some meditation time. And then after Mass, which is about 8 o'clock, we have breakfast and sort of get ready for the day. Then at 9 o'clock, we have a conference. So every day we gather at 9 to sort of check in and see what the plans are for the day. Then we have a period of work.
My work consists of sacristy work, doing dishes sometimes, menial household work. I do a great deal of spiritual guidance with individuals and with groups.
We gather again at 12 o'clock for the noon office, which is interesting because it forces us to break in the middle of the day. And it never fails. I'll be in the middle of something and think, oh, I just need 2 more minutes to finish it, and then it's time for noon office. But it's a reminder that we're not office workers, we're sisters. And our first requirement and obligation is to go up and pray. And so we gather together it's a brief service. And then we have our big meal of the day, our dinner, at about 12:30. And then again, another period of work or time for a walk. We have sisters who paint. Sister Carolyn and I might have some musical rehearsal in the afternoon. Other sisters, like Sister Grace, may be working on email for communications. Sisters may be writing sermons.
The sisters are involved in various ways in the community. We have a sister involved with the Duxbury Business Association each month. We have another sister who attends the Duxbury Interfaith Council meetings every month. We have a sister who teaches Sunday school at the local Episcopal Church. We have another sister who volunteers at the Standish Humane Society. We have sisters who worship at various churches within the local communities of Duxbury, Plymouth, Cohasset, and some of the other surrounding towns.
We have always felt that this beautiful property that we have in Duxbury is something to be shared. It's a very restorative and contemplative space, and we have had over the years many people coming here for retreats and times of refreshment and recollection. This particular building at the present moment is able to offer space to small groups of people, up to 40, to have meetings, times of retreat. And we have a vision and a dream for the future of this building that a renovation would allow us to add 18 single bedrooms to the existing front of the building. We have also rooms in the farmhouse and at St. Marina's guest house overlooking the bay.
We gather again at 5 o'clock for evening prayer, which normally we would sing the Psalms, which is really wonderful. We sing them back and forth to each other in the chapel, and it sort of sets the rhythm of the evening in motion. And then Compline at 7:30, which closes the day. And it's a wonderful, almost entirely chanted service, which is sort of hypnotic in the way that the chant flows. And it really, again, sort of starts to wind you down so that by 9 o'clock, when the great silence begins, you feel like you're ready for bed and ready for rest and ready to get up the next day at 4:45 to start all over again.
In the fall, we will have a vocations work weekend when we are inviting all women to come and visit us. You need to have interest, desire for the life, and ability to live the life, and what opportunities it presents.
VinFen of Plymouth will hold its second annual Health and Wellness Fair on Saturday, June 15th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Pilgrim Memorial Park in Plymouth. Included in this fair are health screenings, demonstrations, and an array of other activities. PACTV Community News met up with the fair's organizers for a preview.
This is an annual event. This is our second year doing it. This year we've kind of beefed it up from last year. We're excited. We have a few more vendors, 10 or so more vendors than last year. We'll have live demonstrations, we'll have screenings, we'll have free activities for the kids, face painting, balloons, a craft project. Like I said, 30 or so vendors from the community coming out, all health and wellness related. We're really excited. We're going to have reflexology, massage therapy, Walgreens Pharmacy will be down. We have a South Shore screening van is coming and doing blood pressure screenings, blood glucose monitoring screenings, a yoga studio, Zumba. We have a few of the vendors that will showcase today. The Boys and Girls Club will be down, the Plymouth Fire Department will be out, the Sheriff's Department doing the kids' fingerprints, just a little of everything. No real difference from last year except for that we're more experienced and we think we're better at it. So hopefully we're a little bit more organized, we're a little more professional in our presentation, and so yeah, no other real change from last year.
At our booth, what we're going to do is be providing information about how your oral health affects your overall health, and we will also be able to provide anyone that's interested with an oral cancer screening. Oral cancer is on the rise, unfortunately, and it's best to be checked for that insidious disease. What we hope to accomplish by participating in events such as these is that people will make an impact in their own oral health and realize that it does affect your overall health, including cardiovascular disease, diabetes regulation. If you're pregnant, your oral health definitely impacts your pregnancy. And what we really want people to know is that we have an organization that can come on out and visit your organization and provide services for your clients, your patients directly on site. We are mass health providers, so we are very happy to see people that might not otherwise receive dental care. What we can do for them, working one-on-one, doing dental prophylaxis treatments and referrals to area providers that would be able to help them further along in their dental needs.
This is my first year participating in this health fair. I just recently was introduced to VinFen, and I'm very excited at helping them with this health fair. As a personal trainer, I usually eat a pretty healthy diet, and since I've been eating this product, which is chia seeds, a blend of chia seed, my health has improved remarkably. My endurance and performance with my athletic performance has improved. My mental clarity has improved. And it impacts brain health and mental health, which is why I think it's a good food to share at this event.
Great. Okay. So there won't be any French fries here?
No French fries at our table.
So this year we're holding the health fair on June 15th. That's the Saturday before Father's Day. We'll be here from 11 to 4. No rain date, so we're praying to the rain gods on that one.
The Plymouth Philharmonic will hold its 12th annual Phil Golf Tournament at Souther's March Golf Club on Thursday, June 13th. The tournament, one of the Philharmonic's largest fundraisers, includes a lunch, a cocktail reception, a silent auction, an awards ceremony, and other events, including the popular 50-50 raffle helicopter ball drop. For more details, to become a sponsor, or to register for the tournament, visit their website. You can also call the Plymouth Philharmonic at 508-748-8008. Support the Plymouth Philharmonic and their important contributions to our local arts.
4-year-old Eva Fox and her twin sister Grace from Pembroke were typical inquisitive toddlers until Eva was diagnosed with a childhood cancer called acute lymphoblastic leukemia, or ALL. There will be a fundraiser for Eva on Saturday, June 8th at 7 p.m. at Oliveira's restaurant in Pembroke. Please consider attending and supporting Eva and her family.
Thanks for watching this week's edition of PACTV Community News. Replay times are listed on our website, pactv.org. Click on the PCN logo to watch individual stories or an entire program.
If you have an idea for a story, email me, kim@pactv.org, or fill out a story submission form from our website.
Be sure to see us on YouTube by searching for PACTV Community News Channel. Like us on Facebook to receive previews each week with links to all our stories.
We'll see you next week on PACTV Community News.